So we got into our mount. Say you did it perfect. They didn't even catch your foot. You landed in your mount, but you still want to do this back take. All it takes is going like this. More often than not, they'll snatch a hold of it. So I'm just going to let go real quick. So I have my mount. I'm just putting my shin across their thigh, and they'll snatch a hold of it more often than not. Unless they know what you want, then they're like, no, thank you.
No, because I'll still think I can beat you.
So she hooked over it, which is perfect. I'm gonna do this little back step. I like to raise my toes. That way I can triangle over her legs. You can do this one without the triangle, but it is a little looser to where they can flip it on you and take your back. So I'm gonna catch that 3/4 mount, whether she does it for me or I make her think it's a good idea. So I'm low, I post myself up, I back step, and I'm gonna point my toes, that way I can catch this triangle here. All right, so facing her, kind of facing the other way. I like to reach down and grab this foot because there's a lot more control. So I'm gonna grab, and I'm looking that way, so I'm gonna roll over this shoulder. I don't wanna look that way and try and roll over this shoulder, or roll over this shoulder in general, because that just pulls her right on top of me.
I think so.
So you'll know right away if you did it wrong, if you rolled the wrong way. So here, I'm looking the other way, I'm reaching down and getting a hold of that shin. If you can get 2 on there, even better, but 1's sufficient. I'm gonna roll over this shoulder, and then stomp this down to expose that back. Seat belt, little shrimp, throw the top hook in. So now we land in back mount with the choking arm on bottom.
And because I'm little, I have to posture hard first.
You have to posture hard?
Yeah, so
Okay.
Alana might need that.
So, as I'm going to back step, I'm gonna point my toes like ballerina feet. That way I can catch that triangle. Because if I have it flexed down still, I'm gonna completely miss my foot. So, ballerina, triangle, here. And some people, it is gonna take a little bit more momentum. So, here, and then roll. So I'll slow that roll down that way. So got to my mount, make her think it's a good idea to catch that. So now I have 3/4 mount. Ballerina feet. And all I'm doing is a triangle over this leg now. Look the other way. If you need to get the momentum, you're gonna posture up and then go for it. So reaching for this foot, rolling over the shoulder, stomping my legs down. There's a great position here where you can hit calf slicers and banana splits and twisters. Eh? But stomp it down. See how that really exposes her back? So she's here. Boom. I can just throw my seatbelt in. Top hook comes in. If she's bringing this leg up high where I can't get the top hook in, I'm just gonna cross my feet, hold my seatbelt nice and tight, and I'm just gonna bridge back and then throw a hook in. That right there, like, try to keep your knee up. It's hard for her to stop me from stretching her out. Super hard to stop.
So do you ever find that when you reach for the ankle, your arm is like exposed, or that like, does it happen that fast? Because my little short arms, I don't know how well that would.
So when I go here,
Yeah, I can't do nothing.
there's not much she's gonna be able to do. Nothing that's gonna help her at least.
If your hips stay tied like that, sorry for jumping in,
No,
but
go for it.
the spinal alignment and the spinal tension, all the way up to about right here, isn't going to allow her to do much of anything. If she gets a hold of an arm, she can try and use the muscles of the mid and lower arm to try and throw up a Kimura, and Frank will here could probably do it. The vast majority of people are going to need more spinal movement to do much of anything.
Oh, okay.
So very low risk as far as what she can do to me.
Unless I flip
the
it.
biggest thing she can do is start hugging my hip as I'm going and looking to flip it back on me.
I've never seen it with grabbing the ankle before, but that's cool.
So ballerina toes, little back step, and I like this for control because like even if she were to start hugging my hips now, to look to flip it, I have really good control. I have the upper hand at this point. It's when I start to lose this that she's going to just completely flip it on me. So that is a risk, them flipping it on you. I haven't had too many people do it. You have, and you definitely have.
I
So
do that too much. You do that so often to be annoying.
maybe I just do it to
Do
you.
this better.
My whole goal in life is to flip it on Dave.
Cool?
Yeah, super cool.
It's a fun one to do. Questions? All right, I'm thinking, 1, 2, 3.
And I can't do it against Frank.